you can't deal with it. No, there's no words to describe what the feeling is right now amongst the St. Louis Fire Department.
The St. Louis Fire Department mourning the loss of one of their own following a building collapse. A devastating day for the St. Louis City Fire Department after one of their own died in the line of duty. Good afternoon, I'm Samantha Jones. That firefighter was among those who responded to a fully engulfed home today. This happened in the 5900 block of Cote Brilliant near Hodemont in North St. Louis. That's about 3 blocks north of Dr. Martin Luther King Drive. News 4's Gabriela Vidal joins us live from that fire scene this afternoon with more reaction from the fire department. Gabby.
Yeah, Sam, as you can imagine, this tragedy is weighing heavy on the St. Louis City Fire Department right now after losing one of their own in that fire. And while fire department has not released an official name of the person, we do know a little bit of information. He is in his 30s, but they're not releasing any information officially at this time on the name of the person who died, pending notification of family. But this is the building in question that collapsed earlier today and killed that firefighter. You can see this building is a total loss with pieces of the structure completely gone. Firefighters first responded to the scene just before noon after receiving reports of a fully engulfed home and potential victims inside. Some of those crew members entered the building, and while attempting to knock the fire down on the second floor, firefighters made the decision to go back out because the fire was getting too intense. But while backing out, the roof area of the building collapsed and buried 2 firefighters. One of those firefighters died. You can see his fellow firefighters carrying him to the ambulance in the video on screen. The other one taken to the hospital with injuries. The St. Louis fire chief tells us while firefighters know there are risks to the job, today's tragedy hits close to home.
Fire department's just a huge family. There's a lot of relationships on the inside that are involved here, from sons to fathers, and it's this kind of event weighs just tremendously heavy on the entire department, the chiefs, the deputy chiefs, me. There's a lot of internal relationships that make this just terrible, just a terrible situation.
The chief tells us they're still investigating the cause of the fire, and we are also checking for updates on the firefighter who was injured. Now at this time they say that there are no reports that there was anyone inside at the time of the fire. Coming up at 5, I'll explain why firefighters say these types of structures can be a risk to firefighters who go inside, and what the chief says about whether or not they're considering other measures when it comes to addressing these types of structure fires. Reporting in North City, Gabriela Vidal, News 4.
Gabby, thank you. And this afternoon, St. Louis Mayor Tashara Jones tweeted this message: St. Louis is mourning the loss of one of our brave firefighters in the line of duty. This afternoon, our city prays for their family and our entire department after this devastating tragedy. We did do some checking this afternoon. The last time a St. Louis firefighter was killed actively fighting a fire was in May of 2002. Captains Derek Martin and Robert Morrison, both 38, were killed in a fire at Gravois Refrigeration. Investigators say both men's oxygen tanks were low, and they suspect the men became disoriented and then could not get out of that fire. The family of both men later sued the oxygen tank manufacturer and were awarded settlements.